From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Saturday morning to you. The Flyway Focus Sports Report is brought to you by Cole Oil and Propane, providing energy solutions for Flyway Conference Communities for over 100 years. Check them out at www.coleoilandpropane.com. We'll start in conference girls basketball action last night. It came right down to the buzzer in Lomira. The Lions were down 56-55 and had a look for three that didn't go. Lomira got the offensive board and kicked it out to Josie Christian, whose mid-range shot rimmed out. That gave Springs the 1-point conference win.
That's what I told the girls. This is why you play, to be in games like this that are going to test you as an individual, test you as a team. And I'm just super proud of the way that our girls responded. We had a couple of girls really dig deep.
That was Springs coach Mitch Reddig after the win. The Ledgers took an 11-point lead into halftime. In the second half, Lomira's Josie Christian got hot once again. She scored 21 of her 27 points in the second half, eventually giving Lomira its first lead since early in the game. The Ledgers then made the switch to Anna Willis onto Christian for the final couple of possessions. And Lauren Baker also says the help defense was there too.
I think we all played together. Our defense was on. He said we need to step one step closer to 13, and I think we did that perfectly. I don't really know. I feel like our passing, everything just was on today.
Baker, just a sophomore, hit 4 threes and scored a team-high 16 points. Senior Grace Kuhn says Baker has been big for the Ledgers of late and starting to get comfortable at the varsity level.
I mean, that's the big thing is she's a sophomore stepping up. She's gotten so much more confident over the whole year, so it's nice to see her be confident and play good.
Big win for the Ledgers. They moved to 4-1 in conference. Lomira drops to 2-3. Elsewhere in girls hoops, the Laconia was all over Campbellsport, 90-18 the final. Tierney Madigan had 24, Aubrey Leonard had 20, Finley Morgan scored 17, and Peyton Morgan added 15. The Spartans hit 9 threes in the win. Kira Lavrins had 10 to lead Campbellsport. And finally, North Pawnee knocked off Mayville 69-36. No stats came in from that game. There were 4 non-conference boys basketball games last night. We billed Lomira Kewaskum to be a headliner. It did not turn out that way. The Lions were all over the Indians, winning 69-45. Jackson Gable hit 5 triples and had a team-high 19. Jake Bresky added 15. The Lions held Zach Bain to 24. Lomira stays unbeaten. Laconia beat Marquezan 68-54. Every night it seems like a different leading scorer for the Spartans. Last night it was Nick Blank. He dropped 20 in the win. Ethan Pino scored 17 and Cash Farrell had 13. 3-game winning streak now for Laconia. They'll put that to test tonight. More on that in just a minute. Rounding out the boys' scores, Omro got a 74-43 win against Princeton Green Lake, and North Fondy fell to Lourdes in a tight one, 55-49. There was one wrestling duel last night as Lomira hosted Omro. The meet started at 190 pounds with a Fox Hernandez pin. That would be Omro's only lead. After Lomira got a forfeit at 2:15, senior Josh Polster pinned Dean Muller in 1 minute and 48 seconds, and the Lions would never trail again. Polster on getting a bonus point win early in the duel.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this Omro team was a good team coming into this. We all knew that we had to try and get 6. 6 in a dual meet is huge, but especially starting off, getting 6, getting that momentum is absolutely huge for us.
Omro would cut the lead to 4 later in the duel with 3 straight wins from Mason Borner, Cade Sowles, and Avery McFadden. Borner and McFadden got pinned. Sowles had a forfeit win. Lomira, though, came right back with back-to-back tech falls from their captains, Marshall Hankey and Merrick Lisicki. Lomira ends up getting the win, 49-28. There was also girls wrestling last night at Brookfield Central. Campbellsport took 14th out of 37 teams. Emma Batzler took 2nd in 126 gold. Emerson Wissink was 3rd in 126 silver. And Maya Schroffnagel was 3rd in 132 gold. No hockey scores reported from last night. That brings us to today. Campbellsport's boys wrestling team will compete today at Brookfield Central's Lancer Invite. Lomira's girls wrestlers will compete at Shiocton. Couple of boys basketball games today. Campbellsport heads to Xavier this afternoon for a 1 o'clock tip, and Laconia has a tough back-to-back, traveling to Waupun tonight to take on the 6-2 Warriors. Waupun's Aiden Hawkinson averaging more than 31 points per game. And finally, Springs Hockey hosts Sheboygan tonight at the Blue Line. Puck drops at 7:30. Talk to you on Monday. We'll recap it all for you then. For the Flyway Focus Sports Report, I'm Jordan King. Have an excellent weekend.